Now Nagamanchetti here with stories of cons gone wrong. You're on BBC One. Insurance fraud has hit epidemic levels in the UK. It costs more than £1.3 billion a year. That's nearly £3.6 million a day. Deliberate crashes, bogus personal injuries, even phantom pets. The fraudsters are risking more and more to make a quick killing, and every year it's adding more than £50 to your insurance bill. But insurers are fighting back, exposing just under 15 fake claims every hour, armed with the latest fraud-busting technology.
Subject out the vehicle.
Including covert surveillance systems, sophisticated data analysis techniques, and specially trained fraud investigators. They're catching these chances red-handed. Instead of getting away with it, more and more of these fraudsters are being caught out and claimed and shamed. Today, a man commended for bravery.
Right, TIs, good morning from Coventry in the UK. And TIs all over the world, around the UK especially. Mental health sectors in the UK and around the world, psychiatrists, British board psychiatrists, NHS England, yeah, the Cadden Centre, the local mental health institution, and the social workers, mental health administrators, yeah, Coventry judge and jurors, Coventry Police, West Midlands Police Force. Right, what am I exposing? What's coming out in the news lately? That the Coventry City Council bona fide racist discriminating targeting police force, CID, and mental health administrators, as well as psychiatrists, are using Shirley Police Training School. And the evidences at SCS Limited. They've got the names of Tony Chapman, Ryan Lewis, got the names of Duncan Furby, Jeff Cuperditch, Matthew Lee, Scott Lee, Martin Lee, Richard Farmer, all the Armed Forces boys, Navy boys, firemen boys, council workers, police officers, Mark Sexton, Dave Watson, Duncan Furby, Jeff Cuperditch, Gareth Adams, who worked in two places, worked at the Co-op with Simon Tilley, where it all started. Yeah, they've been training all the police officers for overt and covert operations, along with using mental health administrators, using social workers, using as many organisations as possible. That's their manpower to get a team surrounding me every day, daily, 7 days a week, 365 degrees, trigonometry angle, every angle covered, and they click away ferociously, non-stop, because they're networking or using internet streaming technology, learning how to use all the technologies, and networking it back, to a hub, training hub, somewhere in Shirley Police Training School and the police force, fire service, the Coventry University Hospital grounds where the Cadden Centre is, and they're training all their people and have them for 16 years. I've said I've spotted all their people. I've had to be vigilant and use my own intuition, like a private detective, in works areas, in sales offices, where the sales leaders, Kieran Fivey, Sally Fivey's brother, they know all the sales gangs in Coventry. So that's the salespeople out of the way. They've all been manipulators, done a psyops, and they've all aided and abetting, training their police officers, firemen and armed forces boys, any mercenaries, and training the mental health administrators all around us at the same time. Dan Eastwood, his daughter Katie Eastwood, they're all linked to the UK government somewhere along the line. People who worked at SCS were all their training, from Ash Green people who worked in Co-op, worked in the sales offices, worked at SCS, all the Ash Green people. That's their testing, that's their statements, witness and statements against me. All exposed, all illegal, all premeditated, pre-planned, pre-conspired, because they're training all their people. Coventry City is a training hub for mental health administrators, for police officers, from the Shirley Police Training School, and training all their juniors around me. It's what Tony Chapman, Ron Lewis have been training since they got implanted into Coventry, along with Katie Eastwood and everyone else. And then Katie Eastwood, I've mentioned Eastwood's name, because the name's been mentioned by the covert players, who were juniors, amateurs, and they're slipping, and sabotaging themselves, exposing themselves as using the equipment around me, electronic magnetic frequency equipment, and along the air, and in the airwaves, certain names are being picked up by me, and I don't need to think of their names. I've got no connection with the Eastwoods. But worked at SCS. I forgot that SCS. And the name keeps cropping up, along with Dan Arsehole's name, Marvin Davis's name, Matthew Lee's name, Gareth Adams' name, Yeah, these are people small enough to abuse my mother, abuse me, abuse my brother, hiding in unconfined covert dens, in covert hotspots. Yeah, watching people everywhere they go because the leaders, desperate instructors, and covert leader, yeah, has made sure that every conversation, every communication activity is picked up so that he can map out all the equipment and all the manpower daily. Yeah, like a field general. Yeah, mapping out areas for his troops to get closer to the enemy, or to know where the enemy's going, or to map out, yeah, their attack when ready to swoop in like vultures. And so that's how they can set up 24-hour CCTV, yeah, night and day, yeah, all kinds of equipment drafted in, yeah, night vision. It'll be in thermal, infrared, ultrasound, or, you know what I mean, tracking people indoors, yeah, along with see-through technology, microwave and on technologies, yeah, outdoor vision. Obviously, they use a normal optic zoom, yeah, to get the facial, to get the activities captured and the walk or whatever the person they're watching is doing. Yeah, so that's why they have to set up a 24-hour operation, and that's why they can internet network it to all the local families across the UK, to criminals, yeah, to criminal gangs, and to police, and to the training schools, and to social services, sociology, wannabe researchers, scientists, and to the mental health administrators, to psychologists, to even judging jurors sit in their homes. Yeah, so that's the kind of operation I am exposing. And all the Coventry people who participated, yeah, they've stitched loads of people up. Yeah, Amnesia House, so, yeah, all the workers, construction workers, sales gang, once a person's been listed. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it's a sacrifice, a ritual, and everyone who's connected to the local gangs is forced to participate, or paid bribes, or a lot of them get kicks out of it, get fetish out of it, trying to break people down via mental, psychological warfare, torture, cyber torture, and all kinds of electronic magnetic frequency surveillance torture. Yeah, that's what their program's about all every day. And because me and my family are the first Eritreans here in the 1970s, yeah, and if you check the latest news out, unfortunately, may the poor Eritrean lad and his family, may he be able to be buried and rest in peace, and they get justice from what I am exposing, and from what the mental health administrators have got blood in their hands for. Yeah, they use the pharmaceutical drugs. They need to, they need the mental health administrators to detain people so they can get qualified and also get funding by the pharmaceutical industry and whoever the funding backers are. Yeah, major corporate managers, corporate companies, fraudsters, criminal backers. Yeah, anyone you can chip some money from, they're all getting paid by the pharmaceutical industry. It's big bucks, big money. That's what I'm exposing it all. Yeah, because they're targeting all kinds of black people especially. Yeah, foreigners. Yeah, and so check the age gap. Yeah, they've got a person here who's hardly been in the country for 5 minutes, and they managed to put them into mental health. Yeah, it's so obvious they're targeting people, playing games with people. So, and what they've done to that lad there, they've tried to do to me for 16 years. They mentioned clotheslining. What's clotheslining? Yeah, it's suicide, forced suicide. Yeah, so that's what I think. That's what I am coming to, and that's what they've done to loads of Coventry people since the 80s, 90s, 2000s. So I can name loads of locals who've been put through mental health or had forced mysterious suicides done on them. Yeah, and the way they're getting away with it all is via these covert operations, these over operations that they overspend. Yeah, now I've exposed them. They're going to try and cover it all up, say they've been there for a year. Either way, and they have no right to be there for a year watching someone living. Yeah, wow. Yeah, what I'm exposing, they play games with people. And to prove it all, yeah, I've exposed what they've done to me and my brother. I've not handed it in yet. Yeah, so I want them all arrested. I want them all struck off. Every instructor, every retired sons after doctor, psychiatrist, every retired police officer, take the pensions off them. And every armed forces person, every local person they're using. Yeah, I want them all to be struck off, imprisoned, have the money taken off them, it's piece of crime. Because then they do cybercrime with people. They watch people 24 hours a day, and they're still, with pensioners, they're still all the properties off them, and still the finances off them, to pay for the pensioners' care. And a lot of pensioners they detain, they're not going to live very long, yeah, because they give the pharmaceutical drugs, force drugs on them, yeah, to speed up, yeah, their process of death, yeah, execution by isolation, and giving them concoction of pharmaceutical drugs, yeah, which are being exposed, they kill people. Yeah, eventually they kill people because they're worse than street drugs. So everyone in Coventry has participated. Yeah, I hope you all go to prison, and I hope eventually, yeah, your crimes that you've done catch up with you, torment you, and make you all clothesline yourselves. because that's what you want to do to people. Yeah, that's what you've mentioned on COVERT. You've made your covert operators try to intimidate me, and then mentioning clothesline, yeah, we want to see a clothesline. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen to them. Yeah, everyone in Coventry has participated, linked to Patrick Hopen, Paul Hopen, Miss Hopen's family. Everyone linked, who went to the funeral. Yeah, who's participated. Yeah, I hope you all go to prison, and that you all clothesline yourselves. Yeah, well, because what goes round comes round. Yeah, that includes all the Coventry boys linked to the VLP and Leisure House, to all the nightclubs, boxing clubs, gym members, and all the government and the government NHS workers and council sector workers. Yeah, hope you all after investigation. Yeah, realising it's a training hub. Yeah, for all mental health administrators all over the West Midlands. Yeah, I hope eventually after investigations they strike as many as off as possible, because they broke the golden rule, broke their oath. Yeah, broke their duty of care. And with the retired transfer doctors and present ones and senior ones, yeah, they all closed that department down. The psychiatrist department, the Swansea Centre Doctors Association psychiatrists, and all their training mental health administrators who were trying to be like them. Yeah, trying to progress their careers at the expense of listed targets they put down. And the original targets, yeah, Coventry people and TRs all over the world, was a Mark Donaldson. That was the original target. They crossed his name out and put my name down, and then as the targets escalated, they decided to listen to my mother and my brother and play all kinds of, or do an extra foreigner, which means extra work about the management they know about. Yeah, and they've done all kinds of experiments on my mother and my brother. Yeah, but the original name they listed and the leaders mentioned when they're doing surveillance on me in my old block of flats, Vincent Wild's house, was Mark Donaldson. All the local people knew him as an English born and bred Coventry person from Henley Green. Yeah, Bow Green, Potters Green. He was a crackhead, smackhead. Yeah, he got his family's inheritance. Yeah, and he spunked it all up the wall, spent it all on crack and smack. And he was around where I lived, even on the stairs when I went to see my neighbours. Yeah, he'd be on the stairs scoring his drugs. Yeah, and what happened to him? Yeah, unfortunately, may he rest in peace. Yeah, he's involved in crime where his friend killed someone around the corner where I drove past every day on Annesley Road, Hinckley Road, just one of the main roundabout of the hospital. Yeah, and he went. Yeah, he got arrested for harbouring a criminal and getting rid of a car. He lost a toe due to being a crack and smackhead, and he went to prison. And unfortunately, he died. Yeah, so a few years ago. Yeah, and it's in the local papers, obituary, and the funeral notices that he died. Yeah, that was the original target. So there has to be a major investigation. They crossed out a local born and bred Coventry boy. Yeah, and put my name down because I was a foreign person. So how did they vote for it? Yeah, how did they get how did they get round to crossing someone else's name out on their vulnerable listing? Yeah, Mark Donaldson was vulnerable. Yeah, he was a local crack and smack addict. Yeah, and he's scoring drugs in front of a covert operator's noses. Yeah, while they were watching me in Vincent Wild's house. Yeah, so that's what I've got on Coventry Police, Coventry Pop Detectives, the local people in Vincent Wild's house, and all the wardens. Paul Smith, Barbara Smith knew who Mark Donaldson was. Yeah, and he was the original target. So everybody, have a good day. Digest it all, so I can analyse it all, realise what's going on, and major corruption, racketeering, and training and abuse of authority of police, mental health administrators, using all this equipment around me with my brother. They've got the hardcore warrants for it. They've got no authority, and they're training all their people. So that's why they can get away with doing it 24 hours a day, because it's all hidden. Yeah, it's all research, criminal practicing, illegal research, and they have to have a book thrown at them, especially after they get investigated for what happened to this young Eritrean lad, yeah, who hadn't even been in Coventry for 5 minutes. Yeah, they're targeting people. They're targeting foreigners. Everybody, have a good day.